Welcome back to another episode of Mock Draft right here on the Feo Grande YouTube network. I am Bill Smith and I am joined as always by the man, the myth, the legend, Feo Grande. Oh, Mari Ellis.
Hey, how you doing? I'm doing
I don't know.
good.
I had a little bit of a stroke there.
Doing good. I'm ready for some more mock draft. There's a little update that we're doing.
Absolutely.
On Mania season.
It is Mania season. We got Mania this week, Omari. It's just a few days away. So we are in the crunch time of what is the center point of this little show that we've been throwing on your YouTube channel here and there. And that is this fantasy league where we have drafted WWE superstars and we have been earning points on their wins and their losses. And we also, so we have our 3 men, we have our 3 women, we have 2 tag teams, and then we have our losers category. I feel like we need to get a better name for that. Our jobber.
I mean, does that sound any better? But yes, our miscellaneous, our entertainment.
So we have our roster laid out here. We're not going to be doing any adjustments. At first, full disclosure, pull back the curtain. I thought we were going to do this episode and I was going to surprise you with offering you one drop an ad before WrestleMania as the member who is trailing. But then I did the math on what could possibly happen at WrestleMania with the roster standing, and I could still lose by 11 points. So I am not going to give you that opportunity.
That is perfectly fair. That is perfectly fair. I would only have a slight idea of who I would add. So I'm happy. I'm fine with this anyway.
Yeah, my
It's
first
one of
thought
those
was
things.
that
I'm riding with what I got.
And we'll go through. So I want to go through our roster like we normally do and shout out the people who have been our MVPs so far in this stretch of the season. And then I'd like to take a look at what is basically a confirmed WrestleMania match card at this point. I mean, on the previous SmackDown, they even laid out which matches were on which night.
Yeah.
So we're all set other than Randy Orton's mystery opponent still at the time of this recording. So we'll go through that and we'll look at what is possibly on the docket for them at WrestleMania and see how we're looking for this coming home stretch of the fantasy league. Omari, who was your MVP? Let me know about some of your members of your team in this stretch.
So yeah, in this stretch, the MVP, the main MVP of this stretch is the one and only, this guy right here, John Cena. You may not be able to see him, but I can, so I'm pointing him out to you. He turned out like at first I thought, I was thinking John Cena Revenge Tour.
Missed
He's going to be getting a bunch of stuff
of Damian Priest by himself.
Yeah,
okay.
We should have thought about that. Yeah, but no, yeah. Hey, I was like, yeah, let's get them both. Anyway, bottom line is John Cena. I thought he was going to get me points week after week. John Cena Revenge Tour, not Revenge Tour, Farewell Tour. You want some? Come get some. Let me, enhance
Start with
the
a couple of jobbers.
Yeah,
build up to a
some
mid-card guy.
Exposure.
Yeah.
Let's
get some wins under his belt.
It's your last time you get to see John Cena squash somebody. So I'm like, yeah, give me some TV points. And then he doesn't show up for like 2 months. And it's like, what? And then he loses the Rumble. And then I didn't realize what was happening. Then all of a sudden, Elimination Chamber happens, and we get the turn of the century, and he gets me like 10 points immediately. It's like, yes, he paid it off. And meanwhile, the workhorse over here, this guy, when I drafted him, was one of the last people I drafted, I think, initially. And I was just like, well, he's the world champion. He's probably gonna lose it in a month anyway. I'm gonna get Damian Priest. And this motherfucker has been putting in points for me throughout the year. And he's gonna be helping me when it comes to Mania a lot too. So yeah, I like these two. Meanwhile, I see who you got on your end.
Yeah, my MVP, I believe for the second stretch in a row is Miss Bianca Belair right here. And then returning to her MVP form, knocking Cody Rhodes, I believe, out of the slot for the first time this entire year. I have an all-female MVP roster in Liv Morgan and Bianca Belair. Bianca has gotten me 15 points so far, including matching your points from John Cena at Elimination Chamber, as well as a couple of other wins on TV shows. Um, and then Liv Morgan obviously is former in the main event singles scene, and then uh, uh, cemented into the women's tag championships since the end of this stretch here. And so she's been earning me a ton of points, building her up to 9. Or no, sorry, 11. She's at 11. Bianca Belair is at 15. Um, Excited for both of them. Let's go into our WrestleMania. So we have a few things that are directly at odds. A lot of them involving our main titles here. Uh, Charlotte Flair, Liv or Liv Morgan, Charlotte Flair, Tiffany Stratton for the women's WWE Championship. So based on our point structure, that is going to be 10 points for the winner, 5 points for the loser. It's
Because it's
a
Mania.
Yeah, that is a big match for us, as well as um Gunther versus Jey Uso. Another one, 10 points for win, 5 points for loss. John Cena, Cody Rhodes, 10 points, 5 points. Then we have our big triple threat match for the women's world title, and that is 13 points for a victory and 8 points for a loss. So you are auto guaranteed
16.
16 minimum points in that match. That's
Because of
huge.
Rhea and Io.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a 3 point net gain, even if I lose. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm down by like 30. I don't think we told people what the current standings are. But I
Uh
see what you're talking about. Yes,
you are
329
no
to
longer down by
355.
30, my friend.
329 to 355? That's near 30. Not exactly 30. It's like 20,
4.
24. 24? Oh, okay.
Closer to 20 than you are 30.
Fair enough. I see the 20 and the 50 and like, yep, that's 30.
Yeah, a 16-point swing
Yeah,
in
16
that
point
one
swing.
match is humongous. Is humongous. So yeah, so that's because you have Rhea Ripley and the current champion Io Sky, and I have Bianca Belair. We have Bianca's current quiet WrestleMania streak across her career. Maybe that ensures victory on my end, but even if you're still getting 16 points out of that match.
So that's what I'm saying. It's net three if you win. I get 3 points. I catch up by 3 points.
Yeah,
Yeah,
huge, huge.
yeah. That
Um, All right. So now that is our, I believe that is all, that is going to be all of our head-to-head situations here.
Okay.
Beyond that, I have Braun Breaker, who is in a Intercontinental title four-way match, as well
Okay.
as you having one in your jobber bracket with Dominic Mysterio.
True.
So that could get you a win, or it could get you no, it could get you a win with a loss, or it could get you no points if Dominic Mysterio somehow walks out of this thing with the Intercontinental title.
It's in the Braun Breaker match. Who else was in that match? It said it's four people.
It is Penta and it is Finn Balor.
Okay, yeah. I like my chances of Dom getting me a point in that match. I
Yeah.
like my chances. They could surprise us,
So
but
Dom
Finn, Penta, and Braun.
Dom could earn 11 points with a loss there. By just existing and not doing anything could get you 11 points.
Or he could get me zero by winning.
Correct. And then I have Braun Breaker who could get 11 points.
Oh no, I'd get whatever the stipulation points are.
You'd still get plus three. Yeah, you'd still
Yeah.
get 3 points for the
So
stip.
it's either 3 or 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so that was another head to head that we weren't that I wasn't seeing. Then I have the War Raiders who are going to be in a tag title match against the New Day, likely going to lose. I would hope as a fan of the New Day, even in their heel form. But they would still get loss at Mania points. You have the Street Profits who are right now slated to have a match on SmackDown on Mania weekend.
All
Um,
right.
so we'll see if anything develops past that on that front. Maybe there's a last minute bungling of a
Yeah.
finish and we have a crazy because we still don't have that crazy multi-man tag situation.
The MCG, DIY, Street Profits.
Yeah, Los Garza, pretty deadly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought I was gonna regret Street Profits, and I mean because I didn't get the War Raiders, and I mean they have gotten me, I think, less points than the War Raiders have gotten you, but they ended up winning the titles and being like, okay, good, justified keeping him because they took him off TV for a couple weeks right after I did that. But yeah,
and then finally um we have I have Seth Rollins participating in the triple threat main event against CM Punk and Roman Reigns, and then you have Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest
fighting
who
each other.
fighting each other in a street fight. So they have bonus stip points on them as well, even though it's a basic Manium. It's one of our
Even though it's a
few
singles.
basic non-title Mania matches here.
Actually, yeah, there aren't a lot this year,
Yeah.
which is
And
fine.
there's not a lot of technical extra stipulations other than the three ways and the four ways that we are count. That's kind of probably why we end up counting these three ways and these four ways because there's no other stips to count other than the street fight as of right now at least.
Yeah. I mean, at least last year we had Bloodline Rule. We ain't even got
Um,
that this year.
Missing from the situation so far, as I talked about, you have Street Profits, Motor City Machine Guns. You have Nia Jax, who is rumored to be maybe a little bit injured. Maybe she put in a lot of time over the summer and fall and winter,
Hmm.
and maybe it's just her time to take a break. There are some wrestlers out there that don't really give a shit about Mania. It's not, it's just another week and another show, especially if you've already done it once. Especially now that like they have four other shows every year that are inside giant stadiums,
Ooh.
approaching 70,000 attendance. So it's not, I think some people are like, yeah, I'll take a vacation and I'll be a center point of the story in June. Sure. So you have Nia Jax who's sitting out right now, and then I have Roxanne Perez, which I don't know what happened there. She appeared last night and lost to Tiffany Stratton in a non-title match. on SmackDown, and that was her first time back on the main roster almost since I drafted her. Um,
Yeah, she showed up at the Rumble and then disappeared.
yeah, was she participated in the Elimination Chamber,
That's what it was, the Elimination Chamber, and
and
then
she was in the Rumble. I mean, she was the second, she was the runner up in the Royal Rumble,
uh,
and she has the new record for Iron Man,
oh,
or Iron Woman. But yeah, not sure what's happening there. Doesn't look like she'll be on Mania. And then I have DIY, who as of right now not slated for anything, and Chelsea Green, as of right now not slated for anything. Um, so we'll see how that goes. As I told you, I crunched the numbers, and if you win everything and I lose everything, the season ends with you 11 points ahead. So despite me
after
being
having trailed the entire season.
yeah, despite me being 24 points up, anything can happen at this point.
Anything can happen. I don't think I'm going to win everything. I think it's going to be a little bit of a mix in there, but we'll see what the results come out because I don't see them having Gunther do multiple multi-year reigns back to back. And I don't see I don't know. At the moment, I don't know what I see about this Cena Cody thing based off of the promos and stuff we've had so far. It seems like yeah, Cody wins. Because he's the people's champion, the real people's champion, not the self-proclaimed like Rock and Cena. But yeah, we shall see. We
All
shall
righty,
see.
we shall. If you want to see us talk about other stuff, we are popping up on this channel all the time. On Tuesdays, we have a little media show where we trade back and forth movies and TV shows and other things. It's called This Guy Hasn't Seen. We also talk about sports on Saturdays. Whenever they want, they'll do whatever they want on Wednesdays, usually, with a friend of the channel, Super Jazz.
Super Jazz.
You can also find Omari on Twitter and Twitch at Giotavi. That's Giotavi. Come on in. Stop on by. Omari, anything else? What did I miss?
Nah.
All right, peace.